The next feature that we're going to cover today is Yesware's Templates tool. And Yesware's Templates tool can be accessed from two locations within the Gmail UI. The first location is in the top toolbar. The templates icon in this toolbar will open up your larger templates library. This is where you'll be able to create new templates, reorganize or edit your existing templates, and then also just look through and see general statistics on your templates. Within the Compose window in Gmail, there's another templates icon, and this is going to open up that same templates library in a smaller format. So this is the icon that you'll want to use when you actually go to use a template in an email. So when you want to insert your template into the body of a new email, you're probably going to want to use this button rather than accessing the main templates library. So the templates library that is accessed from this top toolbar here serves as your main central repository of messaging within Yesware. If you're using the Teams feature within Yesware, it's also a great way to standardize messaging across a team and also collaborate with your teammates. Templates also saves you time without sacrificing personalization. So if you find yourself using the same message body over and over again, but you still want to make sure you're referencing the recipient's name or company, this is a great way to do that. When you open up your templates library for the first time, if you are new to Yesware, you'll notice that you have some pre-created templates in your personal folders. So Yesware has created these for you to give you an idea as to what this tool has to offer. So I'd recommend just poking through these as you get started using Yesware's templates tool. It's a good way to just see what the merge fields look like when you're actually creating the template. It's also a great way to see what you can possibly use the merge fields for. So you'll see in this example here, the subject line actually has some merge fields as well. This is a good way to improve your open rate. If the recipient sees something personal to them in their subject line, they're more likely to open that email. Now, if you find that these sample templates are occupying too much space in your templates library and they're not of value to you, you're able to delete them from your templates library from your personal folders. And this is the process that you would use to delete templates in the future. So let's say you come back in a few months and you realize that there's a few templates hanging around that you no longer have a use for. When you click into a template like we have right here, you'll see a button in the lower right that says More, and it has a drop-down arrow next to it. Clicking this will give you the option to either move this template, which means you can move it to another folder, or delete the template. And again, this is just a good way to clean up your folders. So as you start to use templates, they can become a little bit overwhelming, especially if you have a lot of templates. So it's a good way to just clean up this view a little bit. Now you'll notice over in the left toolbar here, templates are organized by both team and folder. So as I mentioned, the personal folders has some pre-created folders for you. So within this view, you're able to organize your own templates. Personal templates mean that only you have access to them. Now, below this, you'll see that there are two teams listed. So if you are a member of a team within Yesware, you would see your teams listed in this left panel as well. When you expand the team, you'll then see the different folders that are available on that team, and then the templates are organized into folders there. Each folder has a number next to it that corresponds with the number of templates in that folder. When you click into a folder, it will bring up a listing of the templates that are in this view. If for whatever reason you no longer need an entire folder, you're able to delete the folder up here using the trash can. You can also rename a folder using this little pencil icon. And then over here, you're able to reorder your templates. So if you wanted to organize them by title, anything like that, clicking this will allow you to drag and drop. And this order will save the next time you come into the template, so once you've organized them, that they will remain that way. You'll also notice in this main view, so when you click into a folder, you're going to see some helpful statistics over on the right. So next to each template, you'll see the total number of sends and then the overall open and reply rates for that template. Now, the numbers you see over here are going to correspond with only your own use of a template. So you're not going to see the open and reply rate for the template across all users. If you're looking at a shared template, it will still correspond to your use only. You're also able to search across all templates up at the top here. So let's say you remember the title of a template or some of the content within that template, but you can't remember which folder you saved it in. This is a great way to easily locate any template. In the upper right, you'll also see the option for creating a new template. So clicking this will open up a compose window that looks quite similar to the regular compose window when you go to create a new email in Gmail. The two main differences are you'll need to give the template a name within Yesware. So this name won't appear anywhere in the email once it is sent. It is simply used to organize the templates within your own templates library. And then you'll need to select the folder. So let's give this template a name to start. And then let's say that I want to share this template with a team. When I click the Save in Folder button, I'll be given the option to save this to my personal folders or team folders. If I select team and I'm a member of multiple teams, I'll be prompted to select the team where I want to share this template. You'll then select the folder that you want to save this in within that team. And then you'll click Save. Now from here, creating this email is going to be very similar to how you would write out the email in Gmail. So you'll give it a subject and you'll draft the body. The main differences are that you're able to use those merge fields to populate certain custom fields. So let's say that I'm sending a regular outreach email, but I want each recipient who receives this email to be addressed by their first name. So I don't want to do something generic like hi or hi there. I want to reference their actual first name. So in that case, what I would do is use the Insert Merge Field button in the lower right to create a text field. Now, when I actually use this template in an email, these text fields will become fill in the blank fields, and they'll be prompts. So you will be reminded to actually fill in these fields prior to sending. So you're able to name the text fields anything you'd like. Again, they're just going to serve as a reminder to fill in. And then from here, you're able to draft the body of this message. Now you can use merge fields to add personalization in the email body as well as the greeting. So there's a few ways to do this. You can use them more as placeholders. So we do have customers that use them to remind the user of the template to do some research on the company that they're emailing. So in that case, again, we would just use a text field. And then we would say, so this just reminds them that the opening line should include something that is specific to this recipient's company. Let's say the next paragraph is something fairly generic, so you would be able to leave this uncustomized. And then you wanted to tie out this email by offering a time to connect. This is where that meeting scheduler link comes in. So rather than having to write something manually, like, are you available? And then, listing out certain dates, you're actually able to just insert your meeting link. So you could say something like, I'd love to connect in the near future. I'm including a link with my availability. So this saves a lot of time because the back and forth of trying to schedule a call is taken out. There's personalization in the email, so it feels like you've sat down, you've done your research, you're reaching out directly to this recipient. And then what you would do is click the Insert Meeting link. This will look familiar. It's going to be that same link that we created earlier. You're able to link out to your general calendar link or directly to a certain type of call. You would then either sign the email or you would use a merge field for your name. The reason that you may want to do this instead of actually writing out your name is so that if you're sharing the template, other users can populate their own name in this field. So in that case, let's say I know that I'll be sharing this template, so I want to use a text field for the signature line as well. Now, one thing to mention with templates is that if you are a Salesforce user and you've set up the integration with Yesware's Salesforce integration, you're able to use Salesforce fields as merge fields. And assuming you have all of that information available in Salesforce, the information will auto-populate, so you won't actually have to go in and manually fill in the blank. So up here, you would use the same process. You would select the Insert Merge Field button, but instead of creating a text field, you would actually select the Salesforce field icon, and this allows you to find a field from your Salesforce that you want to use to populate that value. And when you actually use this template, the Salesforce integration will work by searching Salesforce by the recipient's email address, and it will then find the corresponding value and auto-populate it in the email body. So once we've created the template and it's good to go, we'll click Save down here. And this template is now available for use in our emails. So to use a template in an email, you'll close out of the templates library, and then you'll open a new email. The first step is to type in the recipient's email address, and this is especially important if you are using the enterprise subscription because this is how Yesware will search your Salesforce for a corresponding record. So you'll see here the sidebar has automatically updated. It was able to find a matching record with this email address, and I'll now be able to populate any Salesforce merge fields that I have in my template. So from here, I'll click on the templates icon in the lower right, and this will open up a mini version of that same templates library. So the templates will be organized by personal category or team category. I'll then need to find the corresponding folder, and then I'll identify the template. So here I'm going to click Fill In, and this will pop the template out in the side. You'll notice that the first name field, since we used a Salesforce field there, has auto-populated based on the Salesforce record that it was able to find. If you're not using Salesforce, this would just be a regular fill-in-the-blank field. So you'll see here the next line appears as a fill-in. It's prompting me to research the company and include something like that in my greeting. So let's just pretend that I did that. The next paragraph of text is auto-included here with no custom fields, and then you'll see my meeting scheduler link appears. I'm then able to insert my own name since this is a shared template, and then I'll click Insert. This will bring the entire template with the populated fields into a new Compose window. Assuming I don't need to make any additional changes, I'm good to go. You'll notice the tracking icon is auto-checked, and all I would need to do here is click Send. This email will then be sent with tracking data. Since it's a template, I'll also be able to see statistics on that actual template once it's sent and if it's opened and replied to.